Welcome, sports bettors, to BetRepublic.com's Daily Line with a quick look at the Monday Night Football game. We've got New York Giants fighting for their playoff lives tonight at the Washington Redskins. Line right now, Giants laying 3 with a little bit of a price on it if you want to take that 3 with the Skins. And your total right now, 43.5, probably going up to 44 the way the Giants have been playing defense or not playing defense. And the way the Skins have finally, almost the season's over, finally found a way to start scoring. Jason Campbell's been playing steady lately. Who do you like tonight?
Yeah, the Redskins have come along lately, and they're facing a Giants team that's given up 32 points per game in their last 8. Giants have looked like a team that doesn't want to be there. But they are the final team in the NFC that's still in the hunt, sitting on the outside looking in. You look at Green Bay and Dallas, they're both sitting with 9-5 records. The Giants are 7-6. It's do or die time for New York. And I think when you're breaking down this matchup against a division rival that would like nothing more than to ruin that chance for New York Giants, you've got to think, well, how is New York going to move the ball? I think New York is going to go with a balanced attack, but they do need Brandon Jacobs to pound that rock. They've got to pound it. They've got to keep Washington's defense out on the field. Hainsworth is coming back, is probable tonight, so they're going to have the big Washington front up there, and New York has got to pound and pound and pound, keep the passing game going. Washington's played some decent defense this year, and the one thing about them is that they haven't shown any quit. So New York is going to have to decide whether they want to make Jason Campbell beat them with his arm, which isn't really a nice proposition if you're a Redskin fan, but he has been coming around. And then we'll see what New York's made out of. Laying 3 points seems like about the right line.
Well, both of these teams have only won 2 games out of the last 8. But looking at the two of them, you'd have to say Washington is the team that, while they're on a 2-6 run, they look to be improving each week. In those 6 losses, we had the overtime loss to New Orleans, we had the 3-point loss to the Eagles, and we had the 7-6 loss to Dallas in the last play of the game. So Washington, as you said, hasn't been quitting. They've been playing very tough. Whereas the Giants, their 2-6 streaks, they beat Atlanta, and they beat Atlanta in OT, and they beat Dallas. Dallas played a really horrible game, did about everything wrong that you could do wrong as a team.
And still almost won the game.
The Giants are this close to being on an 8-game losing streak. And everyone thought, they came back and got that win against Atlanta. Giants started off the season like this, then they went like that and dropped 4 or 5 in a row. They beat Atlanta. People thought it was going to be this again. Short break, short stop in the winning section. They're just not playing that good on offense. They're not playing that good on defense. Manning had the game of his career last week. You're looking for him to do it twice in a row if you think they're going to win tonight. Personally, I got no systems, no bets, no strong opinion. I keep going back and forth in this game. I started off like in Washington, but then I saw Washington has covered 5 straight against the spread in one of the most simple betting methods you can find. Show me a team that covered 5 straight against the spread, and I'll show you a team that will lose that 6th one more times than they'll win it. Not an overwhelming percentage, but all you need is that little bit of a win percentage to stay ahead of your book.
Yeah, the latest distraction we've seen in Washington has been the talks that they've been going with Mike Shanahan. But that, I don't think, is going to cause much of a distraction for these players because we've seen Jim Zorn, ever since Washington started their losing streak in the middle of last season, become the missing ingredient on every discussion about coaches on the hot seats ever since. It's old hat for them. They all know Jim Zorn's going to be gone probably in this year, but they're still playing hard. That's great. We've got the Giants team coming in with their backs against the wall. They need this one. So I don't think the coaching distractions are going to be a big issue. I think the over-under looks good. And as many points as Washington scored against teams like Oakland and as many points as the New York Giants have given up, I think you're going to see more of a ball control game. I like the under in this game. We saw 8 out of the first 9 Monday Night Football games this season go over the total. We've now seen 6 straight Monday Night Football games stay under the total. This number is going up because it's a standalone game, as we usually see, and there's not really any weather concerns. The number is going up. I like the game to go under. I don't have a play on it, but that's where I'm leaning is on this game, the under.
Open 42, 42.5, up to 43, 43.5. Again, it'll probably climb a little higher. You might see 44 by game time because the Giants, look at the game against the Cowboys. Giants were scoring it well. They couldn't stop anyone with that defense. That defense is banged up and hurting. I do expect to see Brandon Jacobs. He had a good game last time. I do expect to see Jacobs try and rush a little bit more, but I don't think that it's going to work. I'm going back and forth in this one. I really have no opinion. Anytime you can't decide and you can make a case for either team, it's a good time to just make a small little bet for some beer and pizza, as we say, and enjoy the game and not make a heavy investment on it. that's this segment. And be sure to join us over at BetRepublic.com, where we have a breakdown on every day's daily card, all sports, and also up there right now is a video with our bowl segment, our college bowl special. Got a lot of good information there. Greg Dempson sat in on it with me, and we have some systems and some plays in there. So be sure to check all of this out every day, BetRepublic.com. See you there.
Enjoy the game.